Pick and choose, sit and lose, all you different crews, chicks and...
Welcome everybody to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. Along with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. And with balloting underway, a chance to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting.
Well, it's so interesting to see where the players stack up right now.
And you look at Davis, he's certainly earned a lot of votes, just not enough to start in the East.
And even if the fans don't vote him in as a starter, you figure he's going to be a reserve on the Eastern Conference All-Star team.
And with the roster set, don't forget to tune in for the NBA All-Star Game on 2K Sports. It's going to be a blast. Now a look at Detroit's starting lineup. We've got Washington, and it's Day in at the 3, small forward. And then for the Brooklyn Nets, we've got Davis, and it's Thornton in at the 5. And coming into this game, Grant, is it fair to say this feels like it should be a blowout?
Well, on paper, that would be the assumption. But, B.A., this is why we play the games. Anything can happen, and any team can pull off an upset.
Yep, count it.
Boy, something so good about a perfectly placed lead pass. That is nice.
Love against Graham. Pass to Day. Here's McMillan. 6 to shoot. And it's rejected. Here's Hicks. And the ball out of play. The Pistons will have it. Out of bounds. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Now here's Love. Pass to Day. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Detroit shooting their first foul shots of the night.
At the line for the Pistons, Day, 2 shots.
First one falls for him. He's off on the second. First quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to Thornton. And here's Davis. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Here's Hicks. Here's Thornton. He's guarded by Washington. 5 to shoot. Graham for 3. The rebound by Detroit. Outside Love. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Here's Day. What a tremendous game he played against San Antonio. Washington a screen. Love for 3. A rebound by McNeil. Outside Graham. Pass to McNeil. Here's the 3. And again, it's the Nets missing. Love against Graham. Outside Love. Here's Day. A go-to option for this team. He puts up nearly 17 a game. The 3. The rebound by McNeil. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Outside Graham. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Love against Graham. Pass to Day. Outside Love. Out left to the wing. Here's Day. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the back board.
Boy, misfiring on your first 4 shots, you've got to settle in here.
To the inside, Thornton. Ooh, good finish at the rack off a slick feed. Thornton's gotten his second bucket on the night.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Hicks grabs the board.
I mean, just a tough start, missing their first 5 shots.
Inside. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And they're building on their lead, doing whatever they can to blow this game open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Last time they met in Detroit.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
Check out the story for him.
And all of a sudden, his 3-ball has left him. It's been a rough stretch for him the past 5 games. His percentage from downtown isn't near what it once was, but he's not going to give up. He'll try to get it going here today.
Love passes to McMillan. Here's Day, back to Love. 6 on the shot clock. To the wing on the left. Shot to stop the run. Brooklyn pulls it in.
Listen, that's a quality mid-range shot. He just couldn't capitalize.
Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Pass to McNeil. And there's another one for the Nets.
D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Here's Day. Down low. And Washington powers it through.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. Pass to Hicks. On the wing, Davis. He's scoreless. Hicks, that's good.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Here's Love. Here's Day. Back to Love. Lets it fly. The rebound by McNeil. Brooklyn leading by 11. Outside Graham. Here's McNeil. You know, his impact on offense has been terrific. Scoring just around 20 points a game. Davis, that's good.
I just love the ball move.
Pistons trail by 13. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's Day. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Love. Ooh, good D by Graham. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 16-3 run. Pass to McNeil. Tries it from the top of the key. They get it again. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
They're really working the paint now.
Detroit calls timeout. He's checked in for Brooklyn. All right, let's take a break and take a look at which teams have been lethal from outside the arc during the last month of play. Brooklyn, number 1. 5th on the list, the Pistons.
And I love the way both teams are shooting the three ball. They're shooting it with conviction, and it shows up in the numbers.
Pistons trail by 15. Outside Love. Pass to Day. Back to Love. Will it go? The rebound by the Nets. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Minnesota.
And that game was all about the depth they have on this roster. Their role players stepped up when they needed it most.
And that's exactly what happened. Guys came off the bench ready to play. The offense didn't miss a beat.
Outside Graham. Washington grabs the miss.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Graham against Love. Pass to Bennett. Shot from 16. And again, the Pistons missing.
Oh, the defense very willing to live with that mid-range jumper.
Right side Graham. Pass to Ross. Davis down low, covered by Love, and that one's good. Davis.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Back to Love. Detroit moving the ball around. Pass to Day. To end the drought. Oh my, came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
And how much do coaches adjust their plans when facing back-to-back games?
I think, B.A., that really depends on your team and obviously the opponents you're playing against. Rotations can be modified if need be. You're looking at certain matchup situations. What's the type of team you're playing on the back end?
No good on the second free throw. And he nails the third. Here's Graham. Against Minnesota, he was really on his game. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, the NBA understands its future is electronic. Commissioner Adam Silver said the vast majority of people consume us through media, not in person. Our social media audience is the highest of any league and continuing to grow exponentially. So there's no lack of interest in this game. Guys, back over to you.
It's a beautiful thing. Okay, Allie, good stuff. And it's Detroit with the ball. Following the bucket by Brooklyn. Here's Day. Pass to Bennett. Here's Day. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Oh, that's good.
Oh, phenomenal work right there. There's times, boy, he can be tough to check.
Brooklyn leading by 15. Now here's Ross. And here's Graham. Pass to Davis. Fires the three. The rebound by Detroit. Coming into this, having notched a win against San Antonio in their last game.
And that night, they did a great job of executing their plays and creating mismatches.
Well, it was certainly a game that their analytics people had to love breaking down. I thought they exposed every weakness in the defense.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now here's Love. He's coming off a 13-point game against San Antonio.
And his passing was simply amazing. A lot of fun to watch.
Here's Day. They trail by 18. And the shot goes in.
I'll tell you, you allow him to get to his spot, and it's over, right? Defense unable to even challenge the shot.
Pass to Cummings. Now Ross. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Cummings. Three-pointer, no good. Pistons trail by 16. Love with the ball, picked up by Ross. Yep, that one's good.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Brooklyn has gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. Graham against Love. Takes a 13-footer. Again, the net score.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Off target from outside. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, the Nets pretty much in control here.
The aggressiveness on defense has been infectious. Everyone's come to the party. I love it.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second. And it's Bell in at the 1. From the high post, hits the front of the rim and out.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Pass to McNeil from behind the arc. The rebound by Mann. Pistons trail by 16. Here's Bell. There's the 3. Knocks it down from distance. Bell's got his first 3 points of the game.
Boy, you allow a shooter of his caliber to get that good a look and
And we played through the first minute here in the second. Pass to Cummings. And the layup is good off the glass. Cummings has got his first bucket in this one.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
one thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's McNeil. Pass to Cummings. They set the pick. To the right side. Here's Fields. And it's good. 2 points. And the Nets lead by 17.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
Outside man. Beyond the arc. Woodson with a rebound. Nets leading by 17. Pass to Ross. 4-3. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
Turn it up, Nets fans, for your Brooklyn Nets.
Both teams will make substitutions. And a quick look at the teams who repeatedly get the job done from the line. Brooklyn, number 1.
This squad will punish you every time you let them get to the line. It's something they've worked on as a team, and now they're reaping the rewards.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Outside man. Over to the wing. There's a screen. Here's Day. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Pass to Ross.
Detroit foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Here's McNeil. He's guarded by man. Clock at 6. Launches a 3. Hicks, that's good. Hicks has got 6.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Pass to Bayless. To the wing, right side. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
They've done a great job of protecting the ball tonight. That's just their first turnover.
Brooklyn making a switch here. Graham's checked in. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Love's checked in. Brooklyn leading by 21. Here's Fields. Now here's Graham. Covered by Love.
Pistons foul. First personal foul. Team 7.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Graham. Here's Woodson. Chalk up 2 there.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
Detroit has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's Day. Now here's man. Just 5 on the clock. Shot from the top of the key. Woodson with a rebound. Woodson's got 4 rebounds now. And here are the Nets now. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Graham for 3. It goes. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
The Pistons have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Pass to Day. Here's Bayless. Graham covering. Lets it go from deep. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Right wing. Here's Woodson. There's a screen. Here's McNeil. And there's another one for Brooklyn.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Oh, they pick off the pass. Love against Graham. Over Love. And again, it's Brooklyn.
Boy, he's been so efficient in this one. That helps your team in so many ways when you can put it in the basket.
Pass today. Can they get it? Rebounded by the Nets.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Now here's Graham. He's got 10.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Pass today. Back to Love. Puts up a three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Love's got 5 now.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Timeout called. Brooklyn.
All right, fans. It's time for dance dance. Get ready to dance like everybody's watching. Great telephone. Come on. Nobody's really watching. Keep on dancing. Doesn't have rings.
It's February. Let's see how things are shaping up in the East. You look at Brooklyn. They've been outstanding thus far, claiming the top spot in their conference. And check it out, Detroit just need to keep fighting. And so it's Brooklyn with it. Pass to Davis. Now Ross. Davis a screen. Outside Graham. Fires for 3.
Woodson. First personal foul.
For Detroit, they've gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. Shot is up. Connects. The jumper drops.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Pass to Ross. Launches it. The rebound by Detroit. Now man. No made baskets yet. Here's Bennett. Detroit moving the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The drive by man. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First team foul.
Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, B.A., it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you have a chance to be clutch.
And he knocks down the first one. He makes 1 of 2 that time. And Davis has got the ball here for Brooklyn from 8 feet away. And out of bounds, Detroit will have it. And here's what the schedule for Brooklyn looks like. On Saturday, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks coming to town. And then Monday, they'll host the Miami Heat.
And looking at the Raptors matchup, that's a game where you'd be surprised to see them lose.
Detroit has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Left side, Love. Fires the 3. The rebound by Ross.
You know, for this team to win games, he knows he's got to be much more efficient than he's been.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
From downtown, drains the triple. He's got 7.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
Pass to Davis. Outside Ross. Back to Davis. And Davis gets double teamed. Here's Hicks. Graham for 3. He drains it. Made half the shots. He's 5 for 10 now.
Well, a good first quarter leads to a dynamite second period.
Detroit has gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. Back to Love. Pass to Bennett. Uncovered. Rebound Brooklyn.
Boy, these are the shots you have to make. If you don't capitalize, you are letting the defense off the hook.
They set the pick. Graham for 3. Here's Fields. Outside Graham. And the step back jumper is good. Graham's got 15.
They ran that set to perfection and got a terrific look out of it.
Pass to Love. And here's Mann. Guarded by Ross. Here's Bennett. And that one good.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
Brooklyn has gotten only 4 of 9 from beyond the arc here in the second.
Boy, this is how you move the ball effectively. They're not just passing it around the horn. They are passing with a purpose.
Pass to Love. From the wing. And again, it's Detroit converting.
After a slow start, he has really tightened up his game.
Timeout called. Brooklyn.
Here we go, fans. Get on your feet. Get loud. It's time for team hype. And get loud. Team hype.
Pistons making a change here. And a good opportunity to bring up this season's top assist men. Brooklyn has got 7 of their 16 three-point attempts to go in. Graham against Love. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. 14 feet away. Graham, that's good. Graham's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And they're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Here's Day. He's got 7. Washington outside. Three-pointer. Thornton pulls it in. Thornton's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Hicks. Davis probing. Here's Thornton. Give him 8 points now. Over Washington. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. Love for 3. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game, it's the Nets running away with this one. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Good to see you and welcome. A lopsided game through 2 quarters and a big deficit for the Detroit Pistons.
Their perimeter D has been soft like bathroom tissue. No excuses. Can't give up that many open shots and get away with it.
Their D being treated like bathroom tissue. No mercy. And now let's take a glimpse at some of the games on the upcoming schedule.
And looking at the Bucks matchup, no one's picking them. Maybe if they play mistake-free ball, they'll have a chance. But a slim one at best.
I'm sure someone in the world is picking them, right? Maybe not. Who knows? Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. The Pistons shooting 36% for the game. Not great. We've got Davis, and it's Hicks in at the shooting guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Shot clock at 5. No good with the triple. Brooklyn has got 7 of their 16 three-point attempts to go in. On the wing, Davis. Pass to McNeil. Here's Hicks. Left side, Davis. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. And it's Detroit with the ball. McMillan passes to Love. Second half getting started. About a minute played. To the left wing. Shoots it from the corner. Thornton pulls it in. They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, B.A., they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
Back to Graham. Pass to Thornton. Outside Graham. Over Love. The Pistons clear it. Here's Day. Lets it fly from 18. Good. He hits the jumper. Day's got 9.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here's Graham. 17 points in the game. Floats one up. Oh, it's blocked by Washington. Second chance shot. The 3 is up. Hicks, that's good. He's got 11.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Pass today. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And they pick up 2.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
Here's Davis. Here's Thornton. Tries yet again. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 3 assists now in this one. Graham against Love.
Brooklyn foul. Graham. First personal foul. First team foul.
Out to the right wing. That's tipped. Here's McNeil. Covered by Love. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And he drops the first. It's both from the stripe. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. And he lobs it up top. Day's shot is off.
Well, he saw the play coming together, but the timing was just a little off.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Washington a screen. Back to Love. Shot clock at 6. Fires from deep. Brooklyn pulls it in. Thornton's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Outside Graham. Washington grabs the miss. The Pistons have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Right side Love. Here's Day. 11 points in the game. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Graham. Timeout called the Pistons.
Coach is not happy with their effort on the defensive glass. They're giving up way too many second chance points.
Here are some of the best and most intelligent shooters in the association. Here's McMillan. No points so far. Clock at 4. And the three-pointer goes.
Well, you simply have to stay connected to him. His shooting stroke is that pure.
Graham against Love. Graham misses. Detroit is gone, only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. And it's Washington missing.
Boy, that's the kind of contest you need to force the miss.
Here's McNeil. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And while we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for him.
Yeah, with him, we're talking about one of the very best players in the league. Still, he does the dirty work, and you love to see a guy like this who chips in on the boards.
The first one falls. And that's good as he hits both shots. The Pistons have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Pass to Hicks. Here's McNeil. Step back shot. Count the basket. McNeil's got 6 points in the quarter.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
Here's Day. He's got 11 from outside the arc. Hicks grabs the board. Here's McNeil. Here he goes. Another shot. And it's laid in by Davis. Davis has got 10 points.
As usual, terrific effort from him. Unwilling to let the possession go to waste.
Pass to Day. Wing shot on the way. That's good on the jumper. 13 points in the game.
Boy, hard to operate any more efficiently than this guy has this quarter.
Here's Thornton. Over to the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. Here's McNeil. Cans it with nobody near him. The Pistons have gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. Pass to Day. Here's the floater, and they get it back. Here's McNeil. Off target from 3-point range.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
Graham covering. Here's Day. He's got 13. 5 on the clock. Back to Love. 3-pointer. Day shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
Listen, this guy's doing his part. It's what we know he's about, but they have got to get some productivity from some other guys on this roster.
Now here's Graham. 17 points in the game. Pass to Davis. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
Now Washington. Graham covering. Jacks up a 3. Second shot opportunity. And it's finished off inside by Washington. Washington's got his second basket on the night.
You love to work for second chance points. That's how you win on the margins.
Timeout called. Brooklyn.
Cadet Height.
So Brooklyn ends up going with a new group, and Detroit making a change here. Brooklyn has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Pass to Cummings. Out to the right wing. Here's Fields. Gets the 3 to fall. And Fields has got 5 points.
You know, he hasn't taken as many shots tonight, but they're still ahead, and that means his teammates are delivering.
Oh, it's stolen away. Here's Cummings. Pass to Barkley. Lets the 3 fly, and the net's another 3.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's Day. He's got 13. Love with the ball. Washington outside. Tipped, and they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. And some changes here for Detroit. Man comes in for Washington, and it's Bell in for Love. Brooklyn has gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. Pass to Barkley. From deep. Offensive rebound. Woodson. And he jams it home with authority.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Now here's Man. Offensively, he's been a force. He's putting up around 19 points a game.
KYP. Know your personnel. Challenge the great shooter. Excellent job.
Here's Barkley. Here's Fields. 4 on the clock. It's not going to go for him. And Detroit is shooting 37% from the floor at this point. Bell the pass to Bennett. And off the glass. That one's good. Bennett's got his second bucket of the night.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Barkley, that's good.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3-ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
Shoots from 14. Brooklyn pulls it in. Woodson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
How about this? He cannot find his rhythm in this period. This has been tough sledding.
Here's Fields. 5 points in the game. Pass to Cummings. This one for 3. On target from range. Cummings has got 5 points.
These kinds of defensive breakdowns drive coaches crazy.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Outside man. And there's the screen. The 3. can't hit that time.
Boy, felt like he let that possession get personal. Trying to answer back with a three of his own there.
And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Brooklyn out in front, opening up a huge gap. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And on the floor for Detroit here in the 4th. And it's man in at the 2. Barkley, that's good. Well, officials have never been under greater scrutiny, so development is key, Grant. And I read now they have a training app refs can use on their phones.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the players leveraging electronics to train smarter. And it's great to see the officials making use of technology as well.
Here's Cummings, following the score by Detroit. Outside Ross. They set the screen. Pass to Woodson. Here's Cummings. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
I mean, they've played some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game.
No good on that one. And the second free throw is good.
And they've been so much more aggressive drawing the whistle here in the second half.
The Pistons shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be. Back to Love. From the top of the key, it's hauled in by Fields.
All alone from mid-range. You've got to think he's kicking himself.
Pass to Cummings for 3. Sinks the tray.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And it's Detroit with the ball, following the 3 by Brooklyn.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Ooh, poked away. Here's Bayless. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th here. Puts it up. And it's McMillan missing. Well, the Nets shooting at around 60% in this one. Very efficient. Here's Barkley. Pass to Woodson. Here's Fields. And here's Ross. He's got a piece of it. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. And the shot's good.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Here's Cummings. Pass to Fields. Wide open. And McMillan pulls it down. McMillan's got 5 rebounds tonight. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Love for 3. It's hauled in by Fields. The Nets have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. Cummings passes to Woodson. Here's Barkley. He's guarded by man. That one goes. Count it.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter. Pass to Bennett. Here's Bayless. And it's all from three-point range.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
Here's Ross. And he banks in the layup.
I love it. Instead of going ISO, you make a play for someone else.
The Pistons shooting only 36% so far in this game. And here's Love. Pass to McMillan. No one near him. And it's good for two.
Boy, how about the timing, the delivery? That is exactly how you set a teammate up.
Here's Barkley. Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
You know, BA is very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA is quite staggering, but there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is so vitally important as we continue to spread the game of basketball all over the world.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
From the arc. Rebound Detroit. Here's Bayless. Pass to Love. They set a pick. It's hauled in by Fields. The Nets have gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. To the middle. Here's Cummings. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Now here's Love. It's deflected. Here's Cummings. And Doris, you think about the top scorers in this league. They're creating those points with greater efficiency than in decades past.
Analytics is increasingly a part of the NBA. Teams are now understanding that 3 is more than 2, and if you don't make enough of them, you have a math problem. And then the other highly valued shots in the game, and maybe the most valued shots, are restricted area 2s. Listen, let's be smart about the game.
Now here's Man. Back to Love. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Here's Ross. Here's Fields. Lays it up and banks it in.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Detroit has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Here's Bayless. Takes a 3. Drills it from deep. Bayless has got 7 points for the quarter.
Some shooters might overthink a wide open shot. Not this guy.
Here's Cummings. Pass to Fields. Here's Barkley. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Bayless. Here's Bennett. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
Here's Barkley. Something the league has worked towards, seeing small market teams competing at a high level, Grant.
Yeah, this league isn't just for the big cities. Smart drafting and team development can make any organization elite. And of course, that's the beauty of it all.
And so it's Detroit with it, following the bucket by the Nets. And it's Love missing.
This is what you call trying to shoot your way out of a slump, and I'm not sure that's the best approach right now.
Pass to Barkley. The 3-ball. Nails it from 3. Barkley's got 12 points in just the second half.
You have to show more effort defensively. Everyone knows he can do that from deep.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
Now here's Love. Here's Bayless. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Bayless has got 10 points now, just in this quarter. Here's Woodson. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
Oh, terrific pass right there. Your teammate just walks right into it.
Outside man. Back to Love. Outside man. Detroit moving the ball around. The shot by Bayless, no good. Out of bounds. It'll be Pistons ball. And the Pistons making a change here. The Pistons shooting 41% here in the fourth. Pass to Day. Shoots over Ross. And the basket by Day. Here's Cummings. Here's Barkley. Rob. Pass to Day. 1:56 left in the game. That shot makes him 7 for 14. He's been good tonight.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
Here's Barkley. Outside Ross. Out to the right wing. Let's go with a three. And McMillan pulls it down. McMillan's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Day. To the paint. Here's Washington. Brooklyn pulls it in. Fields has got rebound number 7 tonight.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Nets.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the imagine it'll be any different.
And with another win in the bag, they've racked up 46 total on the year.
And once this game is all said and done, they'll have a healthy 2-0 lead in this season series.
First team foul. At the line for the Pistons, Day, shooting 2.
Shoot 2.
The first free throw is good. So he gets them both. 50 seconds left in the game. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
And things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
And McMillan pulls it down.
A wasted trip down the floor. That's not a good shot at all.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
Here's Day. Clock at 6. Looking to end this cold spell. Got a hand on it. Now here's Ross. So we see the Nets taking the W here. Showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Dorisburg, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.